Hello friends, welcome back to another episode by Engineering Today, and hope you're all having a great time. Guess what? The big news we've been waiting for has finally arrived. We've got ourselves a date for the next SpaceX Starship launch, and it's happening on August 31st, 2023. The second test where the Starship gets to fly around a bit, known as the Starship Integrated Flight Test 2, is planned to take off on August 31st at the earliest. They're hoping everything will be ready by then. People who sail ships in the nearby waters have been officially told about this upcoming rocket launch. It's going to happen close to Brownsville, Texas on August 31st. This is so exciting. The folks who take care of the coast and water safety, the U.S. Coast Guard, have shared an official message with the mariners. It says that there's going to be a rocket launching at Boca Chica, Texas. This is one of the first clear signs we've gotten about when the IFT-2 will happen. But hold on a second. This doesn't mean we're absolutely going to see the rocket fly on August 31st. What it means is that SpaceX has asked everyone to be ready for a possible launch on that date. There's still a bunch of stuff that needs to fall into place for this to work out. I've got a feeling that if things go smoothly, they might just make it happen. But there's a whole bunch of things that need to work out perfectly. And I really think we need to see something called Booster 9 with its hot stage ring get moved to the launch area in the next few days. Although usually the people who give the green light for flights don't decide until much closer to the actual launch day. So while this is a step in the right direction, it's not a guarantee. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. By the way, even though I'm really hoping for the end of August launch, I wouldn't be shocked if it ends up being in the first week of September. Let's stay hopeful and trust that things will go well in the end. On the other hand, SpaceX sent a final report about a problem to the FAA on Tuesday. This report is about what went wrong during a test flight of Starship on April 20th. The FAA said that this report is really important because it's a rule that SpaceX has to follow before they can do another test flight of Starship. When the FAA says the report's okay, it will tell SpaceX what they need to fix. Then SpaceX has to change its plans and get permission from the FAA before they can launch Starship again. The FAA talked about this in a message they put out. Right now, the FAA is looking at the report. They're trying to decide what changes SpaceX should make before they can do another Starship launch. It took a really long time for SpaceX to send in the report because they had to make big changes to the rocket and the place it launches from. One big change was putting in a system that shoots out water to stop the engines from making the ground shake too much. This is important because when the engines were too strong, they made rocks and sand fly around, which was a problem during the April test. On August 6th, SpaceX tried out this water system and it worked well. The engines made steam instead of a big fire, and it looked cleaner and quieter. SpaceX also has to fix a system that can make Starship explode if something goes wrong. Before, it took 40 seconds for this to work, but they improved it. They tested the new system. They didn't say too much about it. We don't know exactly when the FAA will finish checking the report, so we're not sure when SpaceX can launch Starship again, but they have to get permission from the FAA first. In the midst of all these developments, the Starbase facility has been a hub of bustling activity. A particular focus has been on Booster 9 of its hot stage ring in the expansive Mega Bay. The upcoming steps for Booster 9 entail the possibility of undergoing another spin prime and/or static fire test. Following these critical checks, the booster will play host to the placement of Ship 25 atop it for a WDR test, a precursor to the actual flight. However, what truly captures attention is the ingeniously devised strategy for stage separation. The impending Starship IF-2 is set to employ hot staging. This intriguing maneuver is designed to effectively detach Ship 25 from Booster 9 during flight. A captivating visualization of this process has been rendered by the talented Ryan Hansen Space, painting a vivid picture of this intricate sequence. Now, as we look forward to the future, the question arises, will Booster 9 and Ship 25 successfully achieve stage separation in the upcoming IFT-2? A shadow of concern is cast by the possibility of engine failures. At this juncture of the proceedings, even the occurrence of a single engine failure is deemed unacceptable, potentially jeopardizing the entire mission. Assuming no such setbacks, the anticipation is for a triumphant journey to orbit, accompanied by a seamless separation between the booster and the ship. As these intricately woven plans and advancements unfold, the stage is set for a pivotal chapter in the ongoing journey of space exploration. The outcome of IFT-2 holds not only the promise of technical achievements, but also the allure of uncovering new frontiers in our quest to conquer the cosmos. In the meantime, SpaceX has been diligently working on various preparations for the return of Booster 9. Recently, they focused on a critical aspect of the process, the Booster Quick Disconnect (QD), and the hood located on the orbital launch mount. These components play a vital role in ensuring a smooth and controlled separation of the booster during a SpaceX Starship launch. To add a touch of finesse to their equipment, SpaceX also took the time to apply a fresh coat of paint to the Starship QD arm. This attention to detail not only enhances the aesthetics, but also reflects their commitment to excellence in every aspect of their endeavors. One noteworthy achievement was the successful execution of the Raptor Quick Disconnect Test, abbreviated as the RQD test. Moreover, as we delve further into the intricate world of construction progress, a captivating sequence of events unfurls before us. Just when we thought the LR 11,000 extension had reached its completion, it seamlessly transitions into a new role without a moment's delay. Behold, the remarkable Mega Bay 2 bridge crane steps onto the stage of innovation, ready to perform its designated tasks. As the final touches are anticipated to fall into place tonight, the reconfiguration of the LR 11,000 appears to be on the brink of accomplishment. Just a day prior, the graceful dance of logistics orchestrated the movement of Ship 29 from its dwelling in the high bay. A gentle rotation was bestowed upon it, only to be welcomed back into its indoor sanctuary. As Flappy McFlapface makes its entrance, presumably into the now vacated high bay, a harmonious rhythm is established, with its fluttering appendages yet to be installed, and the remaining tiles patiently waiting their turn. Progress continues its steady march. In the tale of structural prowess, the celestial giants, known as the Two Beams, stand proudly on the Starbase grounds. These sturdy pillars, designed for the Mega Bay 2 endeavor, possess the astounding ability to hoist a staggering 150 tons each, a testament to human ingenuity and engineering marvel. They stand as sentinels of progress, waiting to play their crucial role in the unfolding narrative. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your valuable feedback in the comment section. This will help us to improve.